Hello, this is Dr. Carlos Balam Cook Solis, and today I'm going to give you a quick tip to help you find all your Microsoft related links, but also for those of you who are Power Apps users, how to create a section in this Microsoft portal where you can start just putting your Power Apps in one place. And so, especially the ones that you're trying to reach on your desktop, you have a quick way to finding them, and you don't have to be hunting and pecking or creating necessarily the browser app component that we sometimes do using Microsoft Edge or Chrome. But first, here's my intro. All right. So oftentimes, I have been wanting to have a portal where I could always find all the different Microsoft applications available to me through my institution, and also some of my private links or some of my custom links to things that I use on a regular basis. I didn't know this existed until somebody pointed it out to me. There is this site called myapplications.microsoft.com. And when you log into it with your enterprise or institutional account, uh, there is a space here where you can see all the things that are available to you through your subscription. Now, this is the traditional view, and you can see here there are things like communications. In my case, I have Power Apps, Text Estate, and General Apps. For the first time user, these two are not going to be visible. So in a moment, I'm going to hide them so that you can see what that view would be like. So I'm going to take this Power Apps one and hide it. And I'm going to take my Communications one and actually delete it and show you how to build it. But now you also know how to delete uh, one of these groups or collections, so to speak. So this would be the initial view that you would get for your for your portal, so to speak, your application portal. From here, you can actually launch any of these applications. So let's say I wanted to launch my Microsoft Word, I would just click here and that launches Word for me. Pretty straightforward, not a big deal. But what really makes this valuable for me is, first of all, I can switch over to what's now the preview version, and I can start grouping these different applications into things I access most commonly. So I can create a collection, and I'm going to name that collection just comms, and then I'm going to add apps to it. So what I usually do every day is I use Outlook. Obviously, I use my calendar. Um, Oftentimes, I use Forms. And of course, I use Microsoft Teams. So I can add those four to my comms collection. And now I can create the collection. So you can see here at the very top, there is now a comms collection that it would navigate down to. But what about if I wanted to have these in a different order? So I can come to the Manage Collections and just switch by drag and drop my comms collection all the way to the top. I can also unhide here my um, Power Apps collection. So I can do show. Now, and I can move it up because I use that one often. So again, I want to have it available right at the top of my page. There's some additional things I can add here. So I'm going to show you two things. First of all, how you add a regular website to this, because it's not limited um, to Microsoft apps. So if I can click here and say add a new site, so I can do Texas State University and the URL and I can select one or more collections to add this to. In this case, I'm only going to add it to one collection, and I'm going to click on Save. So now this shows up here, and I can click on it, and it takes me to the university page, keeping everything under one roof. But to me, where it really shines, where it really pays off is if you are a heavy Power Apps user, this is the place where I find my frequently used apps. So for example, the Out of Office app, which is one you create from a template, I found it here. So let's take a look at how you add a Power Apps shortcut. This is really the golden piece for it, right? So I'm going to go first to make.powerapps.com, and once I get to the landing page, I can click on my apps, and here's a full list of the apps I use. And so here I'm going to say, well, I want to go to my project gallery management app. And so I go to my details, and here is the web link, which I'm obscuring along with the app ID for security reasons, but I can click on that, and that gets copied to my clipboard. I can come over and say, create something new. Again, it's going to be a site, and I'm going to say my projects catalog. And then put the URL there. It knows that it is a Power App, so it creates the icon, and I'm going to put that in my Power Apps section, and then click Save. Now I can launch my projects catalog from here rather than having to look around for it. And there you go. So I hope you have found this video useful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel so you can keep getting more information about how to use all of these different Microsoft services as part of your educational, academic, or general business environments. Thank you.